6:39, we're looking live this morning at Washington, D.C., where tonight President Obama will deliver his final State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress. He's expected to talk about the economic recovery, the need to reform gun laws, and the fight against terrorism. The White House says the president will keep a seat empty next to First Lady Michelle Obama to represent victims of gun violence.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch, 11 minutes before 7, and we're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. It's another dangerously cold morning, so it's going to be a good idea to be prepared before you head outside or send the kids off to school.
It's also a bad day to get stuck in the ditch. We are hearing reports about slick roads this morning. Of course, Al will have our traffic update coming up in a moment, but we do know there were several crashes during the morning and evening rush hours yesterday. There are also some snowy and icy conditions out on area highways. As for what we can expect temperature-wise, and what we can expect out on the roads this morning. Weather and traffic on the ones, getting started with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Thanks, Kyle. We did have that clipper move through yesterday. It brought some snow and again some not so great roads. After it has passed, now we've got that cold Arctic air reinforcing our chill that we've had recently here today. A wind chill advisory in effect for everybody in the valley except for Lemoore and Dickey counties, even though you're likely dealing with some cold there too. In fact, Oaks reporting a wind chill of 25 below. A lot of places reporting 20s and 30s below, 33 below in Fargo, and a 28 below wind chill in Grand Forks. But I want to point out Langdon now at 42 below for your wind chill. This is getting very dangerous. If you're going to be caught out in this, you want to make sure you're bundled up. If you're traveling, you want to make sure that you have that winter survival kit with you. And of course, make sure your cell phone is charged so you can call for some help if you do get stranded. We're looking at 33 below in Bemidji, over toward Roseau and the Badette area as well this morning. And of course, when you send the kids out to the bus stop, make sure they're bundled up too. 16 below is our temperature in Bemidji. Here's why Langdon is at 42 below. We've dipped down to 20 below there, 14 in Fargo and 11 in Grand Forks. A lot of places in the double digits below zero. So let's take a look at what we can expect out at the bus stop. This morning, we're actually going to have some clear skies, eventually some sunshine once the sun rises. Actual temperatures in the teens below zero, but again, the wind chill is a major factor for us for today. So a dangerous morning out at the bus stop for the kids. For the afternoon hours, heading home from school a little better. We'll see some increase in clouds and a high of 2 degrees for today in Fargo. Some places out east won't rise above the 0 degree mark. In fact, we'll see some single digits below zero into Minnesota, and those of us in North Dakota either at zero or into the single digits above. A look at our planner. We've got warmer weather on the way for Wednesday, back into the teens, mostly cloudy skies and chances for snow Thursday and Friday, but we'll also see that temperature rise into the 20s by Thursday. It'll be short-lived. The cold returns, but at least we get a little break. Let's check in now with Al for an update on traffic.
We're back out on the Metro Interstate Loop. A lot of traffic out here this morning. A reminder for you on southbound Interstate 29, right near the West Acres ramp across from McDonald's. There's a pickup that's ran up against the the barrier there, rather, the concrete barrier. State Patrol is out there, a wrecker's out there. You should have it out of there pretty soon, but drive extra carefully through there. It's really hard to see it, despite all the flashing lights that are out there. Also in downtown Moorhead, the traffic lights at Main and 8th are on four-way flash. A busy morning out here. Drive carefully. Slippery spots. Allen Valley Today traffic.
6:52 now as we turn back to your news headlines. A West Fargo mother is furious at school officials. She says her daughter repeatedly comes home with bruises on her body from a bully at school, but claims nothing is being done about it.
She called our whistleblower hotline wanting an explanation from the school district on the lack of action that's been taken on her daughter's bullying case. In our exclusive interview, Kristen Lyons says she was baffled at how the school handled the situation when her 7-year-old daughter approached the bully with words rather than violence. In several exchanges of emails and phone calls, Lyons says she hasn't seen any accountability or action from her daughter's school.
It seems like when you bring an issue to them, all they want to do is sweep it under the rug and make it go away. They don't actually want to address the issue so that everybody has an outcome that's something that everyone can be happy with.
Now, Lyons says she will likely bring this issue to the attention of the superintendent's office, but in the meantime, she says she's focusing on moving her daughter to a different elementary school.
And while the school district officials say they cannot comment on any specific case, They tell parents to come to them and say the school district will investigate themselves if parents aren't seeing any results from their schools. School board member John Strand is pushing for pay raises for board members whenever other district employees get cost of living increases.
Strand says that compensation for Fargo board members should reflect the magnitude of the job. But that idea is not sitting well with John Rodenbiker, who has just announced his candidacy for the Fargo School Board. He says that Fargo already pays its school board more than any other comparable board in the state. GoFundMe pages have now been set up for the families of 2 North Dakota boys involved in a deadly snowmobile crash over the weekend.
10-year-old Mason Moen of Thompson died in the crash. 9-year-old Brody Johnson of Hatton was seriously hurt and is being treated at Sanford Health in Fargo. The Highway Patrol says the boys were driving in a field near Hatton when the driver lost control, jumped over a road and crashed. The Highway Patrol isn't sure yet which boy was driving.
Now, if you would like to help out the Moen and Johnson families, we have links to those GoFundMe pages at our website. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A West Fargo man is facing a number of charges after police say he ran a stolen car into 3 other vehicles and then tried to run away from cops. This is the scene of the final crash. It happened yesterday morning near the I-94 interchange in South Moorhead.
Police say the suspect was caught a short time later. They arrested 23-year-old Ryan Love for a number of charges, including possession of a stolen vehicle, reckless driving, and shoplifting. He may also be facing charges in West Fargo.
A more than 4-decade-long tradition in the Fargo-Moorhead community, hosted by MSU Moorhead, is coming to an end. President Ann Blacker says the university has decided to cancel its annual 4th of July celebration because they're having to make tough decisions about where to focus financial and human resources.
The cost of fireworks is nearly $40,000 at that show, and President Blackhurst says the celebration doesn't tie in with the main focus of the university. Make an afternoon indoors, having fun with science experiments for the kids.
It's certainly a good thing to do this time of year, and with the temperatures that we are seeing this week. The Valley Today's Christy Larson has been live at Concordia College in Moorhead this morning with more on some easy ways to create some educational fun with products you probably have in your own home right now. Hi, Christy.
Science experiments can be fun for all ages, especially if you use some of those things you find right in your home. And that's exactly what Dr. Graham Wiley from Concordia has been trying to show us. And, you know, we started with an experiment with some of the salts. And as you can see, we do have one chemical that worked better. This is that ice melt.
Yep, so that's a chemical called calcium chloride. And it not only melts the ice as it's doing so, it produces a little bit of heat to help it along. What you can see in the cup closer to me is table salt, which maybe didn't melt quite as fast. We can see we clearly got one chemical better than the other, and that's what science is all about, testing what is better, what is stronger, what is, you know, just having fun doing stuff like that.
And that's what you guys try to do, you know, whether it's going to the schools or going to the libraries through the Science Academy.
Yep. The program about Science Academy is really science. Everyone can do science and everyone can have fun doing science. So you're limited by only your imagination, and there's a lot of cool stuff out there to look for. So one of the great terms to Google would be kitchen science. It's going to show you lots of kind of cool science that you guys can do at home, parents and kids together.
Yeah, and we showed you a couple of those earlier. We mixed water and oil, which you know doesn't mix. So we tested some different items in there to see where those color pigments were going, if they loved the water, if they had a fear of water. We also tested some toilet paper brands, and it's a lot of different fun things that you can do right at home. And Kyle and Lisa, we're going to be putting up these experiments online so that you can do them maybe one of these afternoons or this cold weekend with your kids at home.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah.
Always a good idea with this very cold weather. Christy Larson reporting live from Concordia College. Thank you, Christy. And we have a reminder about the Valley Women's Expo this weekend. A great place to go and stay warm inside the dome with us. Inspiring speakers, great cooking demonstrations, wine sampling, shopping, and much, much more. You can join us Friday from noon to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Fargo Dome. If you want to check out the full schedule and get the ticket information, just head to our website, valleynewslive.com. Okay, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, 10% of us will do what before we leave for work today?
The answer, spill something. I didn't do that today.
Not today.
It has happened
10%
before.
actually seems kind of like a low small percentage. But
Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page, where we invite you to join the conversation all day long. Lots of people talking about this cold.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
I know. I'm not loving it either. We have that wind chill advisory in effect until noon today. Our wind chills, our actual wind chills, are down into the 20s and 30s below, even some 40s below. Or actually, we're improving in Langdon now. We were at 42 below there, now at 37 below. So that's some good news. But we could hit that once again this morning. So make sure you bundle up and you're prepared as you step out the door. This will be short-lived, though. We've got temperatures back into the teens tomorrow, and for Thursday into the 20s.
a little bit of an improvement.
Yeah, we'll see that. You know, this weekend looks cold again, but at least we're getting a couple of days here and there where
Just a
we're
little
feeling,
break.
yeah, we're feeling a little better.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.